Farescape Engineers Inspector Summary Video. We're here in Bristol, Pennsylvania. What we have here is a fire escape that is in very bad disrepair. Emergency repairs required, in a state of collapse. I'm going to be very careful of what I'm going to be doing here, but this fire escape is in need of immediate emergency repairs. Okay? And I'm here next to this other fire escape, which doesn't look so good either, but the fire escape right next to it, huge rust spots. It's a white fire escape, but doesn't look like it's in very good structural condition at all. Lots of it. But let's stick to the point here. This fire escape. First of all, it takes 25 years to let a quarter-inch of rust grow, quarter to half-inch of rust. We've got that in excess over here, so that means that this fire escape has been growing in excess for at least 25 to 50 years. So now, let me go down slowly what needs to be done. I'm looking for any evidence of maintenance. No evidence of maintenance on this fire escape at all. No new hex head bolts, no new shiny bolts anywhere. So this fire escape has not seen a repair in its lifetime. The fire escape has all original square head bolts everywhere, riveted connections, square head bolts everywhere. Square head bolts. Every one of these square head bolts must be removed and replaced. Some of these components must be replaced because they're rotted all the way through, but otherwise every major critical connection, corner rails, corner here, tiebacks, tie downs, frames of the platforms, all those square head bolts, 100% of them need to be replaced with a new bolt. The supports going down, 100% of the supports and the bolts and the through bolts need to be verified with a new epoxy bolt into the building. Now, I'm about to walk down this fire escape, which these treads are showing rust in excess of 3/4 to 1 inch. That takes 25 to 50 years of neglect. This is 1.5 inches of rust on this stringer clip holding up this entire staircase. It is eaten all the way through. Yet the bolt is still here that if I move it around, if I had a quick hammer test of that, that would just pop. But that is 1.5 inches. That is over 50 years of growth. In 50 years of growth, 25 to 50 years. Look at all these treads. To grow this much rust, you need to have more than 25 years of unchecked rust growth here. 25. Every one of these treads, if I was to hammer test them today, would fall through. I'm being very cautious in my walking of this fire escape. Now, 25 to 50 years to get this much rot on a clip. 25 to 50 years for the clip to go away. Look at all the rot there. That is 1.5 inch worth of rust. To let it grow that big, you need 25 to 50 years. Every one of these connections, 100% of all these treads need to be rebolted. All the rust must be removed. This fire escape is older than 1978, so it's presumed to have lead. You must be a licensed renovator to touch this fire escape, so that you know what to do with lead. There's people living in this building. I got obstructions. I got bricks. I've got carts. I've got all these things must be removed from the fire escape. That through bolt is unverifiable. So I need an epoxy bolt below it or next to it, and then tying back to the structure because there's no way to verify that through bolt or that one. So we need an epoxy bolt, unless they want to go inside the wall and prove that the plate on the inside is in good condition. That bolt is now unverifiable. All these corners, all these connections, new bolts, all these corners. Now these riveted rails don't need to be verified. You just need to hammer test these to make sure that these don't pop. But if any of them pop, you got to put a new bolt in. Otherwise, the superstructure on the rails need rebolting, not the little pickets. If they're in good condition, they can stay. Renovators, it's a license that you need to have in order to touch lead fire escapes. No welding on this fire escape at all. No welding. You need to pull a permit to do any and all work on this fire escape. You must pull a permit. All structural connections must be clean of 100% of the rust, then rebolted. All these corners, all these frames of the support and the platform must be rebolted. These are all 50 to 75-year-old bolts or greater. This connection, rebolted. That's just screws. You need to lag bolt this into properly. Now, take a look at this. 25 to 50 years of unchecked growth. Not only does that, but look, Look, it's eaten. This stringer clip is gone. It's ate away. This whole thing is eaten away. I've never seen so much deterioration. Look at that. That's 25 to 50 years of unchecked growth. A metallurgist will tell you it takes 25 to 50 years or more to let this much rust grow in treads, in connections. Just look at that. I mean, we got rust. I've never seen something. Look at that. Look how big that is. That's 1.5 inches of rust. It takes 25 to 50 years of unchecked maintenance to let it grow that big. All these bolts, 100% of all the superstructure square head bolts must be removed, rebolted. This is no longer tied in. Look. Look my foot, my finger in here. Look how bad. Look. Look. Look at this. This is what the bolts look like on the inside. This used to be most likely there. See? 100%. Rivets are popped on a lot of these. Those need to be redone. If I was to kick that, I'd probably be able to break that. 100% of all the treads. We've got noise here. Obstructions. Looks like people get out here and people come out here. So we got to make sure that this is a safe. Look at all the rust and growth. Freeze and thaw. There's rust there. 100% that needs to be cleaned out. Look at this connection in here. Look what happens when water gets in there and just works at it. 25 to 50 years of unchecked growth. Take a look at this connection. All these connections. Going down the stairs. Again, every one of these treads has got rust growth of anywhere from 1/4 to 3/4 of rust. 100% of this staircase is in life safety mode. This is an emergency repairs. Look at the growth of that. Look at the growth of this one. These supports. My God, I've never seen anything so horrible. This is one of my top 10. Look how much growth is there. This stringer is unsupported. If people went down, this thing would fall. If firemen came up, this thing would fall. I'm being very careful as I go down. 25 to 50 years of unchecked growth. Every single one of these treads has huge rust growth of anywhere from 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch. In some areas, you can actually see all the way through. You just see all the way through. Unsupported treads. You have to be careful that if it were to fall through, this would hurt somebody. 100% of all the treads need to be rebolted. Supports, rebolt, tiebacks into the buildings. They're feeding water into the building and spalling. See the through bolts up there? You need to verify with the plate on the inside, or you need to give me new epoxy bolts on the outside, or new backing plates on this fire escape. All these treads, look at this. Thing's ready to go. You step on that with any great force as a tenant or a fireman. 100%. Look at that. So this fire escape needs emergency repairs immediately, and then let's see where this goes. That's how they get into the backyard and get away. Very good. So fire escape, structurally unsafe, life safety issues, needs emergency repairs. Needs a full paint job. You must pull a permit on this project in order to do any repairs. Emergency repairs.